Borat Subsequent Moviefilm, Delivery of Prodigious Bribe to American Regime for Make Benefit Once Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan B, is a 2020 American mockumentary comedy film directed by Jason Woliner in his feature directorial debut. The film stars Sacha Baron Cohen as the fictional Kazakhstani journalist and television personality Borat Sagdiyev, and Maria Bakalova as his daughter Tutar, who is to be offered as a bride to Vice President Mike Pence during the COVID-19 pandemic and the 2020 presidential election. It is a sequel to 2006's Borat, Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan. Although Baron Cohen had said in 2007 that he had retired the Borat character, he was spotted in 2019 in the disguise, and was seen filming in mid-2020, leading to speculation of a second Borat film. The project was officially announced in September 2020, with Amazon Studios acquiring the distribution rights. Borat Subsequent Moviefilm was released on October 23, 2020, on Prime Video. It received praise from critics for Baron Cohen and Bakalova's performances, as well as for its commentary on American culture. Borat humiliates Kazakhstan, causing journalist Borat Sagdiyev to be imprisoned in a gulag for life. 14 years later, the country's premier, Nursultan Nazarbayev, releases him, with a mission to deliver Kazakh Minister of Culture Johnny the Monkey to President Donald Trump in an attempt to redeem the nation. Unable to get close to Trump after defecating in the landscaping of Trump International Hotel and Tower in the previous film, Borat opts to give the monkey to Vice President Mike Pence. Before he leaves, he discovers his arch-nemesis neighbor has stolen his family and home, and that he has a 15-year-old daughter, Tutar, who lives in his barn. Borat is transported across the world in a circuitous route by cargo ship and arrives in Texas, where he finds he is a celebrity. Wanting to maintain a low profile, Borat purchases multiple disguises. He buys a cell phone and goes to welcome Johnny, but finds that Tutar is in Johnny's shipping crate and has eaten him. Horrified, Borat faxes Nazarbayev, who tells him to find a way to satisfy Pence or he will be executed. Borat decides to give Tutar to Pence. Tutar receives a makeover and Borat introduces her at a debutante ball. At the ball, her menstrual blood is prominently displayed during a father and daughter dance. Discovering that Pence is nearby at CPAC, Borat disguises himself as Trump and attempts to give Tutar to him there, but is ejected by security. Nazarbayev tells him to return to Kazakhstan for execution. Realizing that he can still give Tutar to someone close to Trump, Tutar suggests giving her to Rudy Giuliani. Giuliani had bragged about having an affair with a large-breasted woman, so Tutar goes to a cosmetic surgeon who advises breast implants. He briefly leaves Tutar with a babysitter who is confused by Borat's sexist teachings. She informs Tutar that the things her culture has taught her are lies. After seeing a woman driving a car, and successfully masturbating for the first time, Tutar decides not to get the surgery and lashes out at Borat for keeping her oppressed her whole life. Before leaving, she tells him the Holocaust is a lie by citing a Holocaust denial Facebook page. Shaken, Borat decides to commit suicide by going to the nearest synagogue dressed as his version of a stereotypical Jew, but is shocked to find Holocaust survivors there who treat him with kindness, and to his anti-Semitic delight, reassure him that the Holocaust happened. Overjoyed, Borat goes looking for Tutar, but finds the streets deserted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He quarantines with two men who agree that the Clintons started the plague, but Borat will be killed by cows and turnips if his daughter doesn't marry Giuliani. They find Tutar online. She has become a reporter and will be covering a March for Our Rights rally in Olympia, Washington. At the rally, the men appeal to Tutar. Her dad never told her he will be killed unless she helps. She accepts and arranges an interview to seduce Giuliani, but without her father's participation. Borat talks with her babysitter and has a change of heart, realizing that he loves Tutar. After the interview, Giuliani and Tutar proceed to a bedroom before Borat intervenes and tries to personally offer sexual favors to Giuliani. Borat decides to face execution in Kazakhstan and Tutar promises to go with him. Borat is shocked to find he will not be executed, as he had instead been used as retaliation by Nazarbayev for making Kazakhstan a laughingstock. Before departing for the United States, Kazakhstan officials infected Borat with SARS-CoV-2 via an injection of gypsy tears, making him patient zero of the COVID-19 pandemic. As he was sent around the world, he continued to spread the virus. Borat records Nazarbayev's admission and sends it to the man who sold him his phone. Borat and Tutar blackmail Nazarbayev into giving him his job back and changing Kazakhstan's misogynistic laws. 3 months later, Tutar and Borat are a reporting team and Kazakhstan has a new tradition to replace the nation's anti-Semitic ones, the running of the American. It features exaggerated versions of Trump supporters pretending to spread COVID-19 and killing an effigy of Anthony Fauci. Mike Pence and Rudy Giuliani appear as themselves without their permission. Bystanders included in the film include salesman Brian Patrick Snyder, Instagram influencer and entertainer Macy Chanel, 12, crisis pregnancy center owner Pastor Jonathan Bright, debutante coach Dr. Gene Sheffield, Dallas-based plastic surgeon and naval reservist Charles Wallace, 1311, professional babysitter Janice Jones, Woodin's Barbershop, Edenton, Georgia, patron Alan Randy Knight, the Hillsborough Republican Women's Club, QAnon believers Jerry Holloman and Jim Russell, and Holocaust survivor Judith Dim Evans. 8. The character of Johnny the Monkey, a porn star and Kazakhstani government minister, was given a fictionalized backstory as a famous monkey actor. 11. Sid Miller, Donald Trump, and Donald Trump Jr. were originally in the film, but their scenes were cut. 14-15, comedian Lunel was filmed as the character Lunel, the prostitute who marries Borat at the end of the first film, but her scenes were cut. 16. Joey Gibson's voice is heard at the rally, with his face blurred. 17. And Barack Obama, Justin Trudeau, Rodrigo Duterte, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, Jair Bolsonaro, Ngui N. Xuan Phuc, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Salman al-Saud, and Kanye West also make brief cameos via photographs near the beginning of the film.